What is going on, everybody? Tech Enthusiast here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play Super Mario 64 Co-Op Deluxe on your Android device. Now this version that I'm using is now the most updated version, and those of you who are not familiar with this project, basically this is the PC port natively for Android. So it has 60 FPS, widescreen, HD textures, HD models, mods, cheats, and obviously online co-op play. Now with that being said, let's get started. Okay, to run the game we need to go over to this GitHub page, and I will leave a link in the description. Once there, we're going to scroll down and on the right hand side click on releases. Now at the time of making this video, version 1.4 is the latest version, and here you can also read the small changelog. Now I'm just going to scroll down a bit more. Under assets, here is the APK file that you need to download. I've got it already downloaded, so I'm not going to download it right now. So I'm just going to head over to the file browser. I am using Z-Archiver because it is fast and free. Now we also need to have the ROM file, so this needs to be in the Z64 format, and it needs to be the US version. No other format or region game will work. You will have to obtain this yourself. Please do not ask me where to download this from. Okay, so I'm going to install the APK and then click on open, and here when it asks for file access, enable that. Go back, and here it's going to give you a message that the ROM has not been detected, and you need to place it in the Mario 64 folder or in the user folder within that folder. So I'm just going to close this game now completely. Go back into the file browser, and here you can see the folder has been created. So I'm going to copy the game. You can copy or cut it, it's up to you. Go into that folder, and I'm going to paste it in the main directory here. And next we're going to run the game, and as you can see it launched, and here we get a language error. This only happens on the Android version for some reason, but I will show you how to fix that. So firstly we're going to go into host, and if you want to play multiplayer, we're going to go up all the way to the top, press A, and it's going to say Co-op Net, and you can create a password, share it with someone so they can join in with your game. I'm just going to go back. Now if you were to join someone else, first let's go to public lobbies, and there are some rules here. It's not showing them, but basically you need to agree to them and press yes. And here you can see the public open lobbies. Now if you go over each of them, you can see the version of the game they're running and the mods as well. So if you just tap on one and go to the right, just click on join, and that should be it. But I'm just going to back out and go to private lobbies, and here you can open your, create your own lobby and give the password to someone else to join. As for single player, we're going to go back into host, go to the top and change that to direct connection. And as there is no title screen, this is where the save slot is. This is where you have different save files. So I'm going to go back, and before going in, I'm going to go into settings. Okay, so here you can see there are a lot of settings here, mainly probably for like online co-op play, but the only one I want to use right now is the skip intro cutscene. So when I launch the game, we're not going to see the intro. So I'm going to go back, click on host, host again, and that's it, we are in. And as you can see, there are touchscreen controls, so I'll move Mario, even the jump buttons, everything will work as they should. So I am using a Android handheld, the Odin 2, and the controls are already working by default, as you can see. Now to disable the on-screen controls, we're going to press start, then the R button, go into options, controls, then go down to touch controls, and then enable touch auto hide. Now another thing, let me just show you if you wanted to change your buttons, you can just go into the N64 buttons and change whatever you need to here. And we have the camera option. So let me just show you the free camera. So I'm going to enable that. And here you can see the camera, you can go basically any direction, top, bottom. Now you'll notice that the going sideways is very fast. Now we can adjust that by going back into the camera settings. And if we just go down to X and Y sensitivity, just turn it down a little to the level that I'm using. Obviously you can find your own preference. Alright, let's try that again, and that is a lot more slower. This is probably a good level, and as you can see the game is working completely fine. So I'm just going to go back into the settings and show you some additional settings that you can also use in display. So you can enable show FPS. There's other things like VSyncs, frame rate mode, a lot more, but again I don't want to make the video too long. This is something you can experiment with yourself as well. So let's just go back, and if you want you can pretty much play away and start the game, but there are other enhancements where you can enable HD textures, models, etc., which is from this DinoS or Dinos packs, however you pronounce it, and I'll show you how to do that. So when I go to another GitHub page for the HD texture pack, tap on the green code button and then download zip. It's about 550 megabytes in file size. I've got it already downloaded, so I'm not going to download it. And then we're going to go to another page once that has finished, and here is the HD model pack. Download that. I've got it already downloaded, and I also created another zip file to fix the language error message that we see in the beginning. So I'll just show you how that works. So I've called it zip. We're going to open it. And there's actually two folders here, language and mods. Mods, this is completely optional. I just want to show you how it works. And this is basically to get arena multiplayer working. You don't need this to make the game function completely. This is completely optional. Alright, so I'm going to go back and then tap on the two tick icons on the top. Then select both folders. Then the tick icon on the bottom right. Then long press and then copy. So we're going to go to the Super Mario 64 folder. Once in there, paste. Alright, so once we're already here, I just want to show you the user folder. So this is basically where the save file is going to be. It's going to be in .bin extension, and here is the config file as well. So when you make those settings, this is where the config is saved. If something has changed, you can just delete that text file and it will create the config from the beginning. And it's also made a copy of the ROM file, and there is a mods folder here as well. Alright, so I'm going to create a new folder here by pressing the plus icon, and we're going to call it Dinos or DinoS. Just rename it as I am doing. Click on OK, go into that folder, create another folder and call it packs. Alright, once that is done, we're going to go to the download folder again and open the HD texture pack. Click on that folder and then long press GFX and copy. So this is the only folder that we need. Go into the packs folder and paste it. So this is basically the HD texture files. If you get this message, we're going to click on replace all files. Alright, so if you want, you can rename this GFX file, because this is the name you're going to see in Dinos whenever you want to enable the texture pack. It's completely optional. Alright, next is the model pack. So we're going to open that, and we have individual folders. So here right now we've got 3 character models, and then there's other models here in the Dinos folder. So we're going to select them again as we did before, copy it and go back into the packs folder, and then paste it. Now if you want to have, you know, all of the characters in one folder, you can make another folder, go into the folder individually, copy all of them, then paste it into the other folder, so you don't have like individual characters to enable. This is completely optional. Okay, so that part is done. We're gonna launch the game. Now when we launch it for the very first time, it takes a good couple of seconds for it to unpack everything, so you just need to be a bit patient. I'm just gonna speed up the video here. Okay, so once the game has launched, I'm just gonna go into a single player mode and just position Mario to a good angle so we can see the textures being enabled. So we're going to go into Dino West packs and pay attention to the castle, and here is the HD texture pack enabled. Then I'm going to enable each of the characters, and that's Mario done. And we've also got Wario, and then I'm going to enable the last one, so this does extra models like the trees and the signboard. And as you can see, it looks very good. And another thing I want to show you actually is, I'm just going to go back. So here I'll show you how to change the player. So go to model, we've got Luigi. There is Toad and Waluigi. They're not been modeled for a long time, I'm not sure why, but Wario has been, and he also has his own sounds, as you can hear. So that's pretty much all of it done. Here you can see the HD textures. So what I'm going to do is jump into the first level. So look at that, it just looks so good with the HD textures and the models. And honestly, I think this is how we imagined the game looked like when we played it for the very first time back in the days. So here I'm just going to disable the textures so you can just see how the original looks like. And yeah, there is a massive difference. Now one thing I want to mention is, if you use HD textures and models, then you would need a relatively powerful device like a Snapdragon 8 Gen device. Anything lower than that you may struggle, so do bear that in mind. So this is just the single player mode, which you can just continue playing, but just want to quickly show you a quick glance of the multiplayer arena mode. So from the title screen, click on host, then go to mods, and here arena, enable that. Now in terms of categories, there are a few, as you can see. So we've got movesets, character select, all, miscellaneous, ROM hacks, and back to game mode. So if you want to play single player, you need to disable arena mode, or you'll always go into arena. So network system, obviously make it co-op net, create a password and share it, and then host. So here we are in a random arena, and I think there might be a mod that allows you to select the arena you want to be in, and it's quite fun actually. As you can see, you know, you can shoot bullets. There is other power-ups, the flower one here, where you can shoot fire and then throw bombs as well. So that should pretty much wrap it up. This is how you play Super Mario 64 Co-op Deluxe on your Android device. Now if you have found this video useful, give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, then please consider subscribing, as I have more videos coming up. Thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you in the next video.